Hopefully my stream's working. I know a lot of times I started up for the first time and it's like, nah. Seems to be working now, though. Let me get chat popped out. All right. I've been on and off sick the past couple days due to the stress that I had on the weekend and stuff like that. It's like I haven't been stressed out at all the past couple days. I had recurring health issues because of it. It's been pretty bad. God damn it, stop casting those at me. Oh my god. Yeah, for the people who may be concerned, the only reason I haven't been streaming the past couple days is because I've been playing games with friends, and I don't normally like to stream that kind of stuff because it kind of makes like the interactions a little awkward sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't like telling people that they can't say, or that I would prefer them not to say certain things. I have a lot of friends with less than legal hobbies and stuff like that. Or habits, I should say, more than hobbies.
体に邪気を感じます。アンジーさん、お気をつけを。
God damn it. You and your pointy hat. I wish they gave the player more on your magic capacity. I really do. Just because I would love to be able to equip everything that those guys do. They equip like every type of magic in the fucking game at once. Elemental shit, non-elemental shit. I forgot I changed that. I was playing this with a friend the other day, and we were doing yokai run with a companion and stuff, and I was showing him the situational benefits of the dual swords, and why they are the strongest weapon, even though they are the most nerfed weapon that exists in the game. People think that Kusari Gama got nerfed. At least the blade spin still does a lot of damage. Now, you don't have to rely upon having extreme lengths to get it to do damage like you have to do Windstorm. Windstorm deals like at least 60% less damage than it used to after all the collective nerfs. Because some of them are hidden as well, the nerfs that they did on it. I've already shown it off before, though, how this is slower than the video. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I wish I was an actual video editor and had some decency to make actual good content, because I would edit a video and show all the changes between then and now. Just to show people how much each individual weapon got nerfed. And I wouldn't even be using all of my own footage. I probably wouldn't even be using my own footage. I'd actually probably be using people like Fuzzy Barbarian, Fuzzy Barbarian, who doesn't make Nioh videos anymore, at least that I know of. He stopped making them around the time they released the information that the DLC was going to increase the gear cap. Because most players had farmed for perfect weapons at 150, and a good portion of players just said fuck it and just left. And just stopped playing the game after that point. They didn't care about the new content because there was hardly any new content. You compare, I mean, I always throw slack at Dark Souls 3, but then again, I should be throwing slack at Dark Souls 3 because Dark Souls has an incredible environmental team. They're great at doing environments and just making game worlds that look impressive, even if they actually aren't from a technical standpoint. Because Dark Souls 1 is the only one, well, actually I should say Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls both, because they both have some of the same characteristics in their environmental design. Because their company hadn't become assholes where they were like, well, just put shitty 2D skyboxes and fucking garbage 2D backdrops everywhere. That people won't know the difference, and that's Dark Souls 2 in a nutshell. Dark Souls 2 is a bunch of shitty environments that are really bland, that don't link up together in any sensical way ever. And when you actually try and map it out on a piece of paper, it's just retarded. Because there are two, well, technically 3 zones, which all take place in the same area. It's just in the game, like the actual map of the game, they're just stacked on top of each other. One has you go down and below one area, and then the other has you go on top of that area. But neither of the areas are really visible from the area that you would think you would be able to see them from. Like, one of the least favorite things that I hated about Dark Souls 2, that everyone else thought was amazing when they got to it, was Dragon Airy. Because the only thing I thought once I got to that point in Dark Souls 2 was, why the fuck couldn't I see at least a rock floating in the air? I can understand there not being 60 dragons floating around in the air or whatever. That's like serious processing power that you need for that. And to have the entire game that you're actually playing be rendered. But come the fuck on when you tell me that they couldn't have put at least a floating rock or a floating island in the sky. Like, come the fuck on. What a... That game is such the definition of cheap game design. Affordable, cheap real estate is what Dark Souls 2 is. That's pretty much the entire basis of that game's design, and it's really, really depressing when you think about it. Even the animations, the way the character acts, the whole reason the game feels slower, and people say it's a PvP reason, and it's not. It's just because of laziness. Laziness and the fact that they wanted Dark Souls 2 to be a quick flip because Miyazaki didn't want to do it. He never wanted there to be a sequel. He likes making things from scratch. He doesn't like rebuilding the same thing 6 times over again. And when people asked him to do that, that's why Dark Souls 3 came out so shit, comparative to Bloodborne, in my opinion. And anyone who says Dark Souls 3 is a great game in comparison never played the other games. Dark Souls 3 completely took the point out of Dark Souls. And by that I mean, it turned it into the game where everyone was like, oh, if you can't use a shield because shields are garbage. Except when you're in PvP and you're using a great shield, and then even a fucking great hammer won't even break through your guard because stability is dumb. But you can't use it on bosses because that'd be fucking overpowered, so let's make every boss take away your full stamina bar in 3 hits. It's so fucking annoying. I get so pissed at Dark Souls 3. Just for every ounce of its game design being... I don't know why I keep going backwards. Being solely because of the shitty player base that it has. I would love a Dark Souls game where fat rolling is actually better than being light armored and rolling around. Is that like such a far-fetched idea that there's actually a game where you play as a knight and dressing up in knight's armor is actually the most effective way to play the fucking game? Oh wait, there is. It's called Dark Souls 1. Not fucking shitty Dark Souls 2 with agility. Not fucking shitty Dark Souls 3 with no poise and barely functioning super armor that only decides to work when it wants to or when you have over 60 poise. For poise, they have to change the meaning of poise 60 times in their damn video game before they were happy with it. Jesus Christ. Fuck Dark Souls 3. Fuck Dark Souls 2. Fuck the train it rode in on, and fuck the douchebag fans who wanted it. Fuck Bandai Namco for making From Software make it. Fuck contracts. Fuck all that shit. That's why video games are shit nowadays. That's why video games were shit in the 90s. Well, most video games anyways. All them fucking stupid licensed bullshit video games which were made just because they were told to be made, not made because they were made because someone was like, I have a cool idea for a video game. That rarely fucking happens anymore. And when it does, most people just shit on it because it's not like another game. Or it's too much like another game. Like, basically, a game, a third-person action game cannot exist nowadays without being a Souls-like. It is impossible. Because every dumbass douchebag fan of Dark Souls thinks that a game being hard makes it Souls-like. If it has a checkpoint-based system where when you die, you reset at the checkpoint instead of just save scumming the fuck out of the game like most people would if it did have that option. So don't even give me that garbage. People are fucking dumb. There are elements of game design, like, I'll admit, which are unique to Souls games, that other games have taken and used for their own games. But guess what? I'll tell you something. Just about every game in existence has done that with a game before it. All platformers copy Mega Man or Super Mario. They don't copy Pitfall Larry. Fucking, again, I could go over it 1,000 times how just the dumbass people who like Souls games, and I'm not even saying that Souls games are bad. I like Souls games, but my definition of a Souls game is different from someone else. Because everyone has their own definition of what is a Souls game. And to me, it's not Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3. Hell, I don't even really consider Bloodborne a Souls game. It just plays like one. They all have their roots set in third-person action games. Most of the mechanics used in them were already set in stone in games in the PlayStation 2 era. They just weren't well developed because it was fucking PlayStation 2. Every single time I see a person talking about a game being Souls-like, if I see them make that comment on like a video about a new video game coming out, and it's third person or anything like that, I just immediately gawk at them. There's no other way to accept that kind of fucking dumbassery anymore. I have no tolerance for it. Dark Souls franchise isn't even the same game that it started out being anymore. If you play Demon Souls and then go back, if you play Dark Souls 3 and go back and play Demon Souls, you'll think you're playing two different archetypes of games. Because of how vastly different the games function and work. Demon Souls has a lot more clunkier animations. Even the way your character falls when they fall off of a ledge is really weird and clunky and slow. There's no jumping mechanic, but there's a climb over a ledge that's knee-high mechanic. and most of the weapons function differently. A good example of a major difference between Demon Souls and all the other Souls games is big weapons have knockback. Always. It's not just sometimes knockback or when you hit them during, it's always. You get hit by certain greatsword type weapons, it always knocks you down on the ground backwards, flat on your ass. Because that's what it would have been like. You don't get smacked by a fucking 6.5 to 8 pound piece of iron with all of that person's weight being thrown into the swing and not get knocked on your ass, even if you are in a full set of armor. You're either gonna suffer a concussion or get knocked on your fucking ass. Especially if you're using a mace or anything that's big like that. Like, I just can't stand what the Souls games turned into. They went farther away from a third-person action game and turned them into this, like, cookie-cutter fucking, like, again, I say it all the time, it's just a rhythm game, because that's press a roll button at this time signature that we've set the boss up to attack to. It's not how Dark Souls 1 is. It's not how Demon Souls is. Flame Lurker is completely fucking random. You can jump back 6 times in a row or do the same fire slam into, like, he does like this ground fire slam and then he can combo it into a forward punch which then explodes out from his hand as well. And like, it's not even that he's necessarily hard, his AI is just fucking random as shit, and the way that most people like to beat him, if you're not good at just reacting, the way that most people beat him is to just cheese him behind these bones that are located inside of the boss fight. There's like a rib cage, and you can hide behind a set of bones, and he'll just infinitely run into the rib cage, and you can just poke at him with magic. Or a bow. You have one upgraded anyways. That game also had a like a weird rating system. When you co-op with someone, you'd be able to rank someone all the way up to an S, I believe. It was either an S or an A, or something like that. And if you got enough A's, you could become an S. There was World Tendency. Back when, again, they actually were trying to make original game mechanics. And not just copy and paste game mechanics from other games and then act like it was original because the fan base is a bunch of chauvinistic fucking douchebags. Dark Souls is hard. It's the only hard game that exists. Every time a new game comes out nowadays that's difficult, all that's going to be the joke is it's Dark Souls. That's just the joke now. And it is just honestly so fucking... I'm so tired of hearing that same joke. Crash Bandicoot was always hard. Borderlands 2 is fucking harder than Dark Souls. Like, are you joking me? I've died at least 1,000 to 2,000 more times in my history of playing Borderlands than I ever have in fucking Dark Souls. I want to talk about a difficult game. Played Borderlands 2 and OP8 without using fucking unique or legendary items. Have fun not regenerating your health and getting killed in 4 to 5 hits if you don't health stack. But oh wait, there's no unique items to... You can't use any of the unique items to health stack, so pretty much the only thing you have is an adaptive shield and a health relic. So, have fun. Fuck them. Fuck dumb Souls fans. And I hope more Souls fans come across my content just so they can hear me say this and maybe just come to their senses for once in their fucking life. I know it took me like 3 to 4 years to come to my senses about Dark Souls. And you know what finally made me come to my senses? Fucking Dark Souls 3. The Ring City DLC. It was the moment when I fell off of the first little area, because in Dark Souls 3, the Ring City DLC, I can pretty much tell you the map of the entire zone. So when you start in this little tiny building on top of a cliff, and you walk out, and there's this old hag that's sitting in like this rundown chair, which I didn't even notice on my first playthrough. That I don't even have, I think I have it unlisted on my channel, because I did do a full one-session playthrough of the Ring City, where I beat all of the bosses. I beat mid-year and everything, all in one session. I didn't come back to it, I didn't try anything different, I just used what I had in my inventory and just beat it, even though I was raging. And it was not fun. I hate all the fucking dragon fights in that game. I hate even the best dragon fight in all of the Souls games. Still bad. Still just annoying to fucking do. You don't get to hit the enemy half the time. So, the only way to kill it fast is if you do the fucking... whatever, not Malcolm Reynolds, that's the hacker dude, what's his name, Ray Dimitri. You have to do the Ray Dimitri stat of being the glass cannon and killing it in under 30 seconds before it even does a single ability after it spawns in. Either that or you're fighting it for 5 minutes because it spends half of its time outside of your physical hitbox, so you're not going to be hitting it anyways. And you're just like, yay, so fun. Oh, did you just get one hit by my tail? Oops. I forget they also nerfed him, though. They nerfed him after I beat him, which sucks, but whatever. Fuck that. Fuck that developer. Well, not the developer. From Software is actually alright. And Miyazaki will probably make more great experiences to come. But I hope he stays away from fucking Dark Souls. Never go back. I never want to see him. I never want to see a Dark Souls 4. Never. I would rather see a Demon Souls 2. Or how about just a new franchise? Just a new IP. Just a new game. A different game every time. Which would lead to more memorable experiences. That way you can be like, hey, remember in Dark Souls there was this guy? And then in whatever Souls or whatever fucking bullshit they come up with next, there's that guy? Where the fuck did this guy even come from? Also, I've been parrying with the spear so much when I was playing with my friend. I'm not used to parrying like it actually makes sense anymore. Alright. Now let's drain our health back to critical. I don't know, I just hope that eventually in like 5 to 10 years we get over this whole fucking every hard game is Dark Souls, Cuphead is Dark Souls. Like, fuck out of here. Fucking eat my ass with that diarrhea. Fucking mindless dribble that comes out of a lot of people nowadays. It just fucking irks me about Souls games. Can't even watch a Souls video that has nothing to do with some stupid bullshit meme or PvP video. You can't even do that anymore without going into the comment section and seeing people talk about dumbass bullshit that they don't even fucking understand about game design. Not that I know that much about game design, but I can tell you a hell of a lot more logical reasoning behind my thought processes than most people can in YouTube comment sections. Fucking disappointing ass bullshit that is the common denominator. What a joke. I don't know. I think it's sad to say that if you talked to me 4 years ago, I would have said Dark Souls was my favorite thing that existed. If you talk to me now, I'm like, I fucking hate Dark Souls. Dark Souls is like one of the worst fucking things ever. I hope nobody has to experience that fucking bullshit. And I don't mean Dark Souls as in the games. I'm just talking about purely the fan base and everything surrounding it. Because if you, again, it depends on where you start in the series, which ones you play first, and which ones you, which one you favorited over the others, sort of thing. Because mine, as I've probably already said before, Demon Souls is normally my favorite when you ask me. I sort of drift in between Demon Souls and Bloodborne sometimes, but I definitely always drift back to Demon Souls. Just because of the balance of that game. That game was made in an era before every single developer was like, let's balance single player. Let's make it so people can't have fun shit to do in their game. Bored. Let's make it so everyone has to be a fucking sweaty tryhard to beat the game. Fucking assholes. And again, it's not even their fault. It's the community's fault. It's people who played 1,000 hours of it and then went, Dark Souls isn't that hard. So the developers were like, let's make the Prepare to Die edition of Dark Souls. Fucking Bandai Namco ruining a decent thing with a stupid marketing campaign, which then the developers were forced to stick on the fucking cover of their video game for the PC version. What a joke. What a fucking sorry-ass joke. Will never not be to me anymore. God damn it. Stop clipping me, you cock. Holy shit. I need to stop with the fucking spear parries and just put the trip on and just stay using a dual sword parry because it's so much freaking better. God. Fucking should have never played with the spear. I really wish they hadn't made 3 different parries have 3 different timings. The spear parry's like Dark Souls 3. This is like Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls. I'm just talking about Dark Souls. That's it today. Everything's a Dark Souls reference because that's all anything ever is anymore. It's the only thing people know how to understand, apparently, when it comes to third-person action games, is if something is or isn't like Demon Souls or Dark Souls or Bloodborne. This topic has probably been in like at least 20 of my Nioh streams, because I just get on the topic and then can't get off of it, because it's honestly just fun to tear apart Dark Souls. It's fun to be against something that so many fucking people love for an irrational reason. Because they have barely any mind of their own. And an inability to think original thoughts about something. No. Whoa. Oh, you can't parry that. That's right. Crimson Fury or whatever that's called. Flurry. What the hell was that? Did you see my character teleport backwards? There we go. Now I parried his Revenant. Can't parry him though. Gotta love it. I think this will do more plunging attack damage because it's not split. Honestly, I think that's just the reason why the dual swords seem to do so much less damage comparative to the single sword, is just because it's split damage. I mean, it makes sense why, but no game ever seems to be able to adjust split damage things right anymore. It's either they're fucking overpowered or they're underpowered. There's no happy medium for split damage. And by split damage, I mean things that do damage with two separate instances. Like, each blade does its own damage. They don't just deal damage dependent upon if both blades hit them or not. Which is what it should do. It should deal half damage if only one blade hits during the combo, or full damage if both swords hit. But that would be too hard to program. We'd actually have to put thought into our video game. How dare you ask us to do that? Wait, I think I've tried this before. No, it works. Are these supposed to be defenses or offenses? Like, I don't understand the layout of this battlefield here. Why they have cannons pointed at themselves. I'm sorry, bud, but I am the real dual sword master here. God fucking damn it, of course. Because he's slightly bigger than me. He has slightly bigger swords, so where you would normally be able to stand to be safe from a triple strong attack combo. Nope, not with this guy. His sword is an extra inch longer than yours, because that makes sense. Because if you didn't already know, because of how game design works, his swords are bigger than mine because his model is bigger than mine. It's not for any other, like, it's not like they have the swords say the same size on the model. Because if you actually watch with certain weapons in this game, the weapons actually grow once your character puts his hands on them. It's one of those lazy development things that I was talking about. And to save memory, I guess. See, so it's like, for example, on the axe, look at the handle. Look at the way the middle of the handle is shaped, where that little cloth is dangling, and now watch when my character pulls it out. Look at how much thicker it is, and how much thinner it is near that. Now I'm going to put it back on my back, and watch. Now it's all tiny again. It's a little mini axe. It's a little baby axe. Now it's a huge axe. Now it's as big as me. It's like, if you stood that axe up vertically next to my character, it would be as tall as my character. But for some reason, when he puts it on his back, it becomes 3 feet tall. It's a optical illusion because they shrink the model as soon as the character goes to go into the neutral animation, so watch. You can see it if you watch the head of the axe. Watch the little circle part of the axe and just keep your eyes focused on that. Do you see the, like, axe blade go, and, like, it looks like someone blew into it. And then it expands outwards, like, 2 to 3 times. It's ridiculous. You see how it shrinks? It all of a sudden just gets very large. So dumb. It is dumb. And if an enemy has a bigger model than you, so any of these Sonata's 10 Braves, which are somehow taller than an Englishman who's like 6'3", they get a bigger weapon than you, even if you're wielding the same weapon they are. With the same name and everything. That's still better than yours, because it's bigger. Because they're bigger. Imagine if you were playing Call of Duty, or let's say Borderlands or something, because that's probably more sensible, because Call of Duty single player is always garbage. But imagine you were playing like Borderlands 2 or something like that, and you came across an enemy, and that enemy was firing a gun. And in Borderlands 2, you can actually look at an enemy and see what type of gun they have, and see what parts are on it and everything, so you can actually know what, basically what gun they have and are using at that moment. Now, imagine if there was a raider who was 3 times the size, but for some reason, he shot a bigger gun, which isn't true in Borderlands. In Borderlands, midgets still shoot the same size gun that the bigger dudes shoot. In fact, they even go so far into that detail as to make it so that midget shotgunners, when they run up to you and shoot their shotgun, they get knocked over onto their back because the gun's too big for them. It doesn't shrink down to their size. Fucking lazy. When everyone always says that, like, the shit I call out is stuff that isn't easily changeable, some things I will admit are like pretty outlandish things to want in a video game for this current era, but other things are not. Some of these things are just very simple things that all they need is some programmer who actually made it through college, and they'd probably be able to figure out a way to program it in a halfway cost-effective manner. You do not need $1 million fucking dollars in order to program an X plus Y equals Z type of thing. Like, come the fuck on. I really hate these fucking larger guys with their spears that are bigger than me. Why can't I get a spear that big? Huh? Why can't William pick up that spear and use it as a longer spear? Oh wait, that's right, to make the game hard. Because that's how difficult he is. This enemy who only uses basic attacks has more range than you, so he'll fuck you up on multiple different routes if you try and attack a different enemy that's not this guy. Oh, and guess what? They also have like 300 more ki than you. Every enemy, even the most basic enemy. So have fun trying to lower their ki to 0. You'll kill them before you get their ki to 0 most of the time. Another dumb decision made by the game designers. Let's just take a mechanic and just go and just shit it out of the fucking game because we don't know how to balance shit. Because people totally want to shove ki damage on their weapon to make it deal 10% more ki damage with your skill. Holy shit, dude. That's gonna change the game. I can get 25% close combat ki reduction. Or I can cause 7% more ki damage. So worth it. Oh, not a living weapon. Oh, that didn't hit me somehow. God damn it. Make it enemy hard. Just make it sweep 270 degrees around its body and have it have more tracking than the player character does when using a wooden stick. Oh, sorry, you wanted to use 2 wooden sticks as a weapon? Well, we're gonna make it so your character can't even turn to face the enemy you're pressing the attack button on. Get it? Because they're not Japanese weapons, so they can't be the best weapon in our game. If we let them be better than katanas, then who the fuck are we as Japanese people? How dare your Japanese pig iron be better than my Polynesian stick? You fucking insolent cur. We know how to game design, you don't. We are Japanese game designers. We make Italian plumbers popular. Suck our dick. I know Team Ninja has nothing to do with Nintendo. I'm just saying, Japanese game developers always somehow tend to create the most bullshit and outlandish reasons for things being the way that they are in their video game. Oh yeah, your guy can't track with a wooden stick because, well, I don't know, I'm just fucking lazy. I just didn't decide to put the variables for the tracking that high because I thought it would make them too good. Obviously, the single katana needs to be able to spin around in place while it's doing its strong attacks. But, nah, not the tonfa. You can't even change the direction that you want to attack in with the tonfa using a fucking strong attack in high stance. Look at this. I've shown this off about 100 times. I can attack something behind me and forward using one attack. One button press. Because of how dumb the fucking tracking is. But I can't do that with a stick. I can't put a wooden stick in my hand and do that. I can only do that with a giant piece of fucking pig iron. Thanks, Team Ninja. Thanks a whole bunch for your marvelously fucking designed game that you took a lot of effort to do. You fucking imbeciles. Sorry, I'm gonna go out for a smoke real quick. And get this salt off. I don't want something to aggro on me. And of course, I hope everyone realizes I'm just having fun with it. I don't really have much to say when I play Nioh anymore. Mainly because it's 1,000+ hours of it. What else you would say? So I normally just be the asshole who's nitpicky about game design. I can poke a hole in every developer's reasoning for anything being in a video game. But there are certain things that do just really bother me. I could say it 1,000 times and it wouldn't make a difference, though. I just hope that eventually Team Ninja comes through and actually patches tracking for all the other weapons. One weapon shouldn't be able to track better than the others. I'm sorry. It just makes no fucking sense. Especially when you're flipping over the handle of an axe. It makes no sense to be able to turn your entire body weight mid-air. But you can't do that with something that's lighter? What? What? You can't turn your entire body weight wearing 2 light sticks, but you can hold a giant fucking axe. It just bothers the absolute fuck out of me. Even though the Tonfa is a lot better now. The Tonfa used to be terrible before they added the new skills, and at least now that they added that one charged attack skill, it's a lot better. It's not just using square and then triangle, triangle to do damage. Oh, he's hit me out of super armor, using the weapon with the most super armor in the game. But nope, not on skills, because that makes sense. I hope at some time in the future we get games where developers don't be lazy just for the sake of being lazy. It gets really annoying having mechanics in my video games that only work with some things because they were too lazy to make it work with everything else. This guy is the worst one of them all. Because unlike an axe, which you figure would have tons of super armor, this guy with his spear gets way more super armor than you do by just pressing square button over and over again. Of course, he's not actually pressing a square button. His computer's just like, quick attack, quick attack, quick attack, quick attack. Press square and win. Because I get way more super armor than you. I'm an AI. It doesn't matter if I trade with you because my objective is just to kill you. It doesn't matter if I die. Oh, fucking God. Hammer time. Fuck, this guy does so much damage by just basically doing nothing. God, I fucking hate this guy so much. He is the strongest one out of all the Braves. Just because he only fucking uses low stance spear. Oh my fucking God. And he finally fucking changes and I can't fucking parry it because I'm a fucking piece of shit. So annoying. How did that key pulse? I pressed R1. Jesus. Gatsu warrior here. I'm dead. Oh no, I didn't use wave blast. This is like the best example of something that grows in size. How is that ever supposed to be useful? Like, I'm using an axe, and I can't do key damage to this fucking guy. Like, what in the fucking world? He's wearing light armor. There's no possible way he has more fucking toughness than me. What a fucking joke. What a dumb fucking joke. You just make shit so fucking overpowered compared to the character. It's not even a balance of game mechanics. It's just, here, try and beat the game when the game mechanics are so heavily weighed in the enemy's favor. Have fun doing that. Yeah, see you later, fuckface. Let's go. Oh my god, I couldn't even... I'm dead. I can't fucking stay locked onto Sonata Yukimura. There we go. Done. There's my water. This is On Meraki. God fucking damn it. Oh my god, that's... Gotta love this good game design right here. Fucking so annoying. Damn it. Got hit from behind by both of them. I fucking did not press square 3 times. I pressed square, square, X. I don't button mash unless I'm in living weapon. Come the fuck on. It's so horse shit. Stupid elephant bird. Because Japanese no game design. They put the sound of a loon on a mushroom and the sound of an elephant on a fucking bird. Dumbasses. Oh, we just thought it'd sound cool. It totally doesn't, like, sound out of place. Try not to die by the Kusarigama ninja that's up here. Still never get those. I like how they have Soul Stone and Soul Stone. love it when enemies just do like some stupid running around you and that is enough to just avoid your attacks because the tracking on these things are so fucking god-awful. Stupid bullshit AoE attacks. Fucking ass. Hey Mike, how's it going, man? God fucking damn it. Of course, the stupid fucking toughest enemy in the game would come after me. God damn it. It's gonna come down again, and I'm gonna have to shoot it again. Oh wait, no, I don't even have to fight anything. I think, because I already shot it once. Yeah. Now the environment's glitched out, though. It's not supposed to be this color. There's not even any yokai there. I love the irrational bullshit game design reason why it's like, oh, those two guys, they have to stop walking and following you. Like, oh, their render distance is small. Oh, and they just disappeared. Gone. Poof, disappeared. Game design. What, did you have the flu as well? I think everyone's been a little sick recently and haven't felt that well. I think I made Mike, like... I think I made Mike sick by proxy of talking about me being sick. Like, 4 or 5 days ago. What do you think has been on my back this entire time? My weapons are guns. I'm dead. That's great. Oh, now I'm definitely double dead. I love this phase so much. This is so fun. Waiting for a boss to land. Not being able to use my items or anything. Cool. Yeah, it's a bird that has the sound of an elephant because game design and Japanese people are smart. They put the sound of loons on a mushroom and then put the sound of an elephant on a bird. Yep. That's Japan for you. Japan. That's what's Japanin right now. Fucking Japanese bullshit. The way to make any boss hard. Make the boss spin around whenever you get close to it. Make the boss fly into the air so you can't attack it. This boss literally does all the things that make a boss artificially difficult. You get close to it, it spins. And it will do that an infinite amount of times. Yep. Cool. Can you land so I can actually attack you? Or am I just going to have to sit here and keep... Yep. Nope, you're just going to hit me and kill me in one hit. That's cool. You're definitely a great design boss. And totally not just annoying as fuck to fight. Oh, yeah, you jumped backwards again, so I didn't get a hit after you attacked. Oh, wait, what's that? You jumped backwards again, so I don't get a hit. Oh, what's that? You punished me for trying to attack you. Oh, what's that? You make the sound of an elephant because Japanese game designers know how to design stuff? Oh, what's that? I still got hit by that. It just spins when you get close to it, so you can't actually attack it for more than a couple seconds at a time, or else you get comboed. Oh, I got bit. I'm dead. Cool. He's gonna fly up in the air pretty soon. Cool. Totally not an annoying boss to fight. And you two fucking douchebags are like... I'm glad I fucking murdered the shit out of you. And I'm also glad I murdered the fuck out of you, too. Useless D-bags. I'm just gonna stand outside of the boss arena and disappear until you somehow just defeat the boss, and then we're just gonna come back in and help you later. Oh wait, you don't need help anymore? Sorry. We showed up late to the party. No, they didn't even stand there. They just walk into the boss fight after you're done with it. After you've finished fighting the boss, they just appear there. And are just like, hey, remember us? We just went and fought yokai, which we sat there and tried to kill for 30 minutes, but couldn't even kill one, until you miraculously showed up. At least the mission I saved for last is one of the easiest missions because I have Tachibana next to me. Too bad Tachibana's HP pool is like diarrhea. This DLC is easily one of the worst they designed from a boss fight perspective. It has one boss fight that's just a repeated boss fight from the previous DLC, and then it has a bird which flies in the air and does a circle attack if you get too close to it. Then it has a nine-tailed fox which also does a circle AoE attack if you get too close to it, and it does a circle AoE attack if you're too far away from it, and it has an AoE wave attack which shoots out purple projectiles which automatically confuse / discord your character. Then they have the fox has two floating demon arms on its shoulders which throw boulders at you as you're trying to kill it. And then the worst part is the boss has incredibly high damage resistance at the start of the fight until it turns it into quote-unquote Twilight mode, or whatever you want to call it. The boss like changes the color of the arena from like a red to a blue, and then all of a sudden you do more physical damage to it. Why that makes sense, I don't know. Then you have remember some of the other bullshit thing. Oh yeah, she summons like 8 fireballs which track you as you move, so even if you try to run, they'll just put in front of you, so you have to like run in like a perfect zigzag to avoid them. I don't know, there's a lot of bullshit in this new DLC. I'm not trying, again, I'm just being a baby rager, because that's what I am, I baby rage, but it's still pretty badly designed, just from an outward perspective. Nobody wanted a bird yokai, just like nobody wanted a fucking 9-tailed fox. Cool, you made the Japanese meme. Everybody wants a 9-tailed fox, right? And of course, instead of actually making the guardian spirit useful, they made it fucking useless. Sorry, I'll be back. I'm just smoking another cigarette real quick. I had like a couple halfies in the ashtray, so... in the ass. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to empty my fucking... Oh, sorry, Tachibana. I'll be right back. There, I'm just checking. Just want to make sure I got rid of everything that I don't need. Second. No, I still have the same one. It seemed to be working fine the past week or so. Should be good. Really? You swore I saw his, like, face twitch a little bit. I got grabbed through the other guy. I'm dead. Wish I did as much key damage as he does. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Pick the right one. You can't do the charged attack. I think Night Rain is the only charged attack you can do from living weapon. Shit. Take the sweatshirt off, I'm sweating. Yes, I do, but I normally don't help people on streams. On my streams, I normally leave it for mostly main content. I've had one stream where I helped people, but that was it. And I only helped them because they were a friend of mine, and had been a friend of mine for a while. If you want to add me on PlayStation 4, I can help you when I'm not streaming. That's what I do with other people. But you should be able to beat most of the stuff by yourself, depending upon what difficulty you're in. I can understand if you're in Way of the Nioh and you're just sick of the difficulty. Because yeah, I think I've completed everything in Way of the Nioh. I think I have, anyways. Now it's just a matter of running through all these lower level versions of it. Oh yeah, this is from when I did co-op the other day. I beat this one with a friend. Still 3 difficulty in Way of the Demon. Oops. I have to do these though, in order to get the trophy anyways. Damn it. God, that's what I mean by the tracking. Like, come on, can my character just turn? Like, why not? Why? Why does the axe get more tracking than the fucking tonfas? Why? I want to hear the developers' reasoning. I want to hear their dumbass, nonsensical, zero reasoning reason for their fucking bullshit game design. Look at that, I can't even attack him straight on. Oh my god, not this fucking scroll. Go magic somebody else. I'm just waiting for the frame rate to get shit. Oops, sorry. Here comes frame rate lag. Every time this guy spawns in. Now Masa. Oh wait, no, right? Now, no. God fucking damn it. Look at that tractor. My character didn't even try to aim at him. Like, come on. I'm locked on. There shouldn't be anything else I have to do to get my character to attack the person I'm locked onto. Oh yeah, that's right. Tachibana can hit you from behind no matter what, and you always have to block his draw strike because that's balanced. It's not how it works for us, but just somehow he's better than every other person in the game at doing that. No one is better. This guy's a fucking joke compared to him. He should honestly come before Tachibana. Warrior of the least. Would you stop? So dumb. Dumb. The dumbest game mechanics ever in the world. Enemy blocks. Literally inputs read. Every button I press, he's input reading me. I can't ever hit him with the explosion. Because he just blocks it. Because that makes fucking sense, Team Ninja. You fucking incompetent retards. Jesus. It's Way of the Demon enemy, for fuck's sake. And he can still just block my attacks like it's nothing. What the absolute fuck? So dumb. I killed the harder guy before I killed the weaker guy. Because the harder guy didn't input read me every 5 seconds. At least that's what it's supposed to be. The tiny dual swords guy is supposed to be the easy one there, but apparently he's going to be the harder one because he can actually block. Any button I press, the character would just go like, oh, you pressed block? Let me block anyways. Like, what? So salty. I'm not even using a sword, dumbass. Use your eyes. Maybe you want to block so much then. Hold on, I gotta send a friend a message real quick. I didn't want to ignore him. He's actually a good dude, so. Let's see if I can beat Everlasting Duty in Way of the Demon. First, I need to go to the bathroom, if you're wondering. Why I muted my mic so randomly. I didn't even say anything. I'm sorry. I let the salt get the better of me. Let me pack a little toke first. Just a little one. I haven't really been able to handle much of it recently. Weak sauce. Alright. Just a little baby one. Weak. Let me... Do I want to do Everlasting Duty first? I need to just run through a lot of these missions. So, as much as people probably hate it, I'm just going to use the living weapon cheese that I did before to beat it. The only difference is now I'm not going to be doing as much damage. Well, actually, I'll probably be doing more damage because they're way of the demon enemies, but you never know. You never know how significant nerfs are until you actually try it. Even though I was using Suzaku last time I did this and not Kato, which Kato is way better of a guardian spirit than Suzaku in terms of damage. Normally I'd mute my mic for this, but it doesn't matter anymore because my stuff gets demonetized anyways. Let me just put this away real quick. Here we go. Oh yeah. Get out of here. It's one of the reasons why I always tell people you should learn how to use all weapons. Know what all your possibilities are, because I don't think I would have beat that if I was just like, I only use this kind of weapon. let's not waste my Choco Cups. We're going to do speedrun right now, alright? We're going to see how fast we can clear this region out in Way of the Demon. I'm not going to fight half of anything because it's not worth it. The gear ain't worth it. The only time I'm going to fight stuff is in the missions where I have to fight stuff. Excuse me. Your bullet's too slow, buddy. Zoom, bitch. Get out the way. Alright, yeah, you can hit me with a cannon. Nope, never mind. Hi. Done. On to the next one. This one you actually have to fight a bunch of enemies to actually get through the level. This one has a 7-minute time limit on the speedrun completion. I think it's the longest timer. It's just because there's so many places where you can't progress unless you kill enemies. So the time it takes you to beat the mission is completely determined normally by how long it takes you to clear those enemies. Whoa. Whoa, that hurt. Not really. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Wrong way. That wasn't necessarily a bad thing, though. Oh wait, shit. This way. This way. This way. Over here. Down here. That's this thing down here. What a clusterfuck this fucking map is. Nice. Just in case. That is not my target. Oh my god, I'm gonna actually die to him, aren't I? Yep. Fucking knew it. I knew I would die to him. And that's why you don't use a fucking spear for that. If I'd used this, he would have died in one hit. Of course I would die to fucking Otani and his bullshit fucking dashes. Might as well, since I've already fucked up the speedrun on this. I was gonna see if I could beat the time that I had gotten when I had glitched the game out and got it, but apparently not. Apparently the Way of the Demon enemies can still deal 1,000 fucking damage to me in a single hit, because that is apparently how balancing a game works. I have 6,000 defense. I'd hate to imagine what someone coming through this in a normal difficulty would be like. Like, are you fucking insane, Team Ninja? No one's gonna be able to fucking do that. Otani does more fucking damage than half of them do. The spear is still weak as fuck for everything else but killing tall enemies. Yep, play your music, bud. Excuse me, coming through. Nope, never mind. There we go. Okay. What? What a fucking joke. What a joke. Excuse me? The glass breaking mechanics in this game are bullshit. This is like a... Gotta fight a bunch of random enemies. Shut up. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're a dumbass. See, now you watch me just kill this boss in the same exact difficulty in 2 triangle presses. But watch as this time it'll take like 7 or 8. No anime. The anime finish. Let's do this one. Ah, that sucks. Welcome back, man. Poke. He didn't like being poked. If only my friend was watching right now, I'd just tell him to queue up as a visitor and I'd just summon him into my game for these speedrun things. It's not like it matters that much. The worst part about these levels is just getting to the boss fight, because it takes so long. So many enemies you have to fight in between it, unless you shoot on Meraki in the face, like I do. Shoot it in the horn. God damn it. Oh, you can't even go that way. What am I doing? Gotta go in here, this way, and to my left, right, here. God damn it, even... Where the fuck are my fucking allies and why is my camera so shit right now? Oh, you're both useless, that's why. Now I know. Distract them like you're made to do. It immediately started out by flying. Good riddance. Dumb bird. Sorry. I might just hit against the cord.
らっしゃい。待っ
Get all the main missions out of the way, because those take the longest. Then it should only take me, like, collectively 15 minutes to get through all of the submissions. Chao Su. Did I die? I don't think I died. Excuse me, bud. Just in case. Oh yeah, that's right. Three. 4 if you count the fact that there are 2 reused bosses in this level. And a reused design concept, even though this is based off of the real war that happened here. It's still really dumb you have to fight the same 2 bosses in a different DLC. God damn it. There we go. See, because he's supposed to spawn when you get him to like half health and then start attacking you with this guy, but if you just kill him super fast, it doesn't matter. Which he is the guy who just helped me kill the nine-tailed fox, who you eventually become the same sides with at the end because you need to help him get to Yotagime and stop her from being a ferocious yokai. So you have to fight him twice, and you have to fight Ding Dong with the gun sticks twice. With the bullshit grab attacks. And the way better tracking than the player character, because that's logic. I don't know why I used the Choco Cups. There's such... Oh. I would have thought they would have put some loot or something back there. They aggroed on me. I thought you could chase after me just because you're a ninja? Oh my god. Fucking wall hacks. There's no way some dude would have came running around the corner as fast as I was and you would have been fucking prepared to pull the trigger like that. Horse shit. That's the artificialist of artificial difficulty right there. Literally snapshot. It's so bullshit. Fuck, I went the wrong way. I always forget. You don't go that way, you go this way. Go around the building. Through these two douche nozzles. Down here past these trio. And then down to this cock. Going for the trophy. Oh, them iframes. Get saucy, boy. God damn it. All the door needed to do was push open, and those enemies could have just swatted open with their fucking weapon. I shouldn't even have had to push it. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I ain't got time to bleed. Ain't got time to bleed. There we go. Couldn't get the money. One more mission. I told you it wouldn't take me like 15 minutes. Or less than 15 minutes to complete all the submissions. The submissions aren't long in this DLC. They're just loaded with lots of fucking tough enemies that'll kill you in 2 to 3 hits. And higher difficulties anyways. I mean, not in Way of the Demon. But if your character's only up to Way of the Demon, then yeah, these enemies will kill you in a couple hits. Which is why I tell people, if you're just going through the game to level up, most of the time just ignore the DLC, unless you're looking for additional challenge. Because the DLCs are so asininely hard comparative to the main content. The HP of enemies goes up by like 3,000 to 4,000 just by changing one region from Omi to Tohoku. It's like, here, we now expect you to have a perfectly min-max build. Enjoy. Fuck that. Why do you think everyone uses fucking living weapon? Oh, wrong door. It's this way. Got it. I love how he's just standing on the other side of this door. He's just like, I'm not even gonna try and keep up with you. Fucking piece of shit. You should just tiger sprint all the way through the level. Oh, we got it. Trophy earned. The final stand. Hold on, I wanted to check the trophies real quick before I go. There's still one hidden trophy. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that sometime. You have to destroy all of the destructible cannons on the Sonata's Resolve. So on this mission, you have to go through and you have to just firebomb every single one of the cannons that can be destroyed. Lovely. We'll have to do that another time, though. Because I promised a friend I'd play with him. No, it's not hard. It's just annoying because I don't know where they are. So I'm going to be doing a lot of backtracking when I do it. And then next time I stream as well, I'm going to go back through. I'm going to try to complete all the stuff in Way of the Wise as well. And just have this character have 100% completion. Because, I mean, that other stuff won't be difficult. It'll be easy. It'll just be pretty much like speedrun streams. And then I'm going to get, after that, after all of that, I'm going to do... all of these. See, I was close with these. I was close. I was 4 seconds off with this one. The Resentment Unleashed. 4 seconds. Need to do this. I need to do most of these. Yeah, I will. Oh, I still need to do all of Way of the Wise. What? Oh, playtime in the Abyss. 27 hours, 1 minute. I was like, there's no way I've only played 27 hours on this character. Wait, is that really as high as the Amrita obtained goes? Most defiled items brought back at the same time, 37. Sanctuaries discovered? Oh yeah, that's the loot rooms. The gold chest rooms that I was talking about before. Jizo Kodama sent to shrine. Sorry, I just wanted to look at this real quick, see my playtime. Oh, yeah. 543 hours on this one character to do everything in the game. It'll probably take way less than that if you actually just went straight through it and didn't... Because, see, this character has been a character, I guess you'd say. Great wording. This character I've had since before any of the DLCs came out, because I made this character right when the first DLC was about to come out. And then I did the same thing for the other DLC, but I was like, it's gonna take me for fucking ever to level up an entire another character and go all the way through all the difficulties again. So I was like, fuck it. And I threw away the character I had actually made for the third playthrough. So like the third playthrough was a completely different character if you go and look at it at the start. And then the DLC came out and I swapped back to this one, because this was the second playthrough character. But I just didn't want to have to get all the titles again. Kensei is incredibly annoying to get, because I pretty much have all of the ones now except for the speedrunning ones. Everyone else I have now. I have everything. Complete Honda Tadakatsu and Champion of the East and Way the Nioh in 1 minute 50 seconds. I did it in 9 seconds. That shows you how easy that guy is compared to every other one of these guys. Like I keep saying, they should just remove him from the fucking game or just completely remake him. Because it's honestly a fucking joke how easy he is. He was the hardest one. Hold on, I'll try and find... Where is Kensei? What the hell? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Complete Marubashi without using any items or equipping a weapon from the start. I did that one on stream. But that would be in my second playthrough, because again, this is the second playthrough character. But whatever, I'll be back later, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace out.